Choose one. God is about to bring you happiness. You deserved it. Sometimes life goes through seasons of stillness, not because you've done anything wrong, but because God has been preparing something for you that requires time, space, and divine coordination. The happiness that has been planned for your life cannot arrive early or halfway through. It needed to be comprehensive, and now everything is coming together. You've mourned in silence, kept your faith strong as questions swirl through your thoughts, and suffered long nights without explanations. But what is ahead of you today is not chaos. It's joyful. What follows will not feel like resistance. It will feel like relief. This is not a season of postponement. It's a moment when heaven finally gives you what you've always wanted. There's a reason you're drawn to this message right now. Because something significant is changing in your favor. Something cheerful, unmistakable. You've been patient while your blessings were in transit, but God is about to flood into your life in ways you can't imagine. As you read this, take a deep breath and stay present. Because this is more than simply a message, it is a moment of activation. Watch this video till the finish. Write your sincerest wishes in the comments, followed by the number 777 and the word Amen. It's not just about words. It is about energy, alignment, and a spiritual agreement to embrace what comes next. Wishes do come true when they are motivated by strong faith and shared in divine time. Let this be the flame that ignites your delight and brings the skies closer. Now choose one, like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Chosen Light channel, and let's get started. God saw your heart in vivid color. Even when others just saw your errors, weaknesses, or silence, God saw your strength. The part of you that refused to give up. The part of you that persevered even when you had every reason to quit up. He is now reacting to your spirit as well as your needs. God-given joy has a hallowed quality. It is not based on outcomes. It stems from revelation, the discovery that you are not forgotten, neglected, or disqualified. In reality, you are picked. And happiness isn't just around. It's ready. The delight that is coming is more than simply emotional. It is transforming. It'll fill voids that have been empty for far too long. This is about more than simply putting a grin on your face. It is also about bringing light into your spirit. You may not have seen it, but small things have begun to move. Small indications, unexpected tranquility in the middle of the day, a message sent at the perfect time, aspirations rekindled, possibilities softly knocking. That's a heavenly whisper that your happiness is on its way. It isn't loud, but it's obvious. It's not showy, but it's authentic. And it's coming to you because you've reached a point where joy is no longer an abstract idea. It is a command. God has decreed that you experience joy. He witnessed the attempted theft and spoke out against it. No more settling. Stop pretending to be okay when you aren't. This marks the restoration of your light. This is where you grin and mean it. This is when life becomes lovely again. Not because it's flawless, but because you're linked to the one who has control. Things are happening behind the scenes right now that are meant to surprise you. However, this is not your typical surprise. The divine type. One that simultaneously heals and raises you. One that doesn't require you to change who you are. You will not have to prove yourself to acquire this. You won't have to battle for it. This is a delight that is strolling directly into your life, bearing the signature of God Himself. It is about to make you happy, not simply content, stable, and joyful. This delight will feel like clarity after uncertainty, warmth after a lengthy storm, or belonging after being misunderstood. It will make sense without the need for loudness. It will arrive with tranquility wrapped around it. It will carry a knowing in your spirit. God did it for me. You have remained faithful throughout a calm season. You've kept your head up while trudging through the shadows. You didn't let the silence persuade you that nothing was going on, that strength was visible, that obedience was respected. And now the delight is approaching, the delight that causes you to wake up excited again, the thrill that reconnects you with previously buried elements of yourself. God is not merely going to make you happy. He'll reintroduce you to the version of yourself you hope to become, the version that laughs aloud, walks into places with serenity, doesn't doubt their value, and falls in love with life again. It is time. The page has turned. The season has switched. It's no longer about survival. This is about getting. The following chapter is already full with amazing settings, unexpected meetings, confirmations that seem too exact to be coincidental, financial enhancements that increase your heart rate. You've been waiting years for these answers. Conversations that repair rather than drain. Connections that feel like sunshine. There is no need to chase, just be present, because this delight is finding you exactly where you are. And when it does arrive, it will not be transitory. This is not a borrowed delight. This is not a weekend high. This is rooted delight, divinely planted, and no storm can uproot what God has placed on purpose. You deserve it. You earn it by faithfulness, not perfection, through surrender, not struggle. God has already decided. It's now up to you to see how that decision plays out. What if everything that made you weep was actually nurturing the soil for your happiness? What if your breakup was a supernatural preparation for your blessing? That is the beauty of what is happening right now. Every pain, delay, and disappointment had a purpose. They were counted. And heaven kept score, not to punish you, but to heal you. Restoration does not leave you empty-handed. It comes with delight, real delight, the sort you don't need to explain, the sort that suits you since it was created specifically for you. That is what God is about to pour into your life, and it's closer than you realize. This delight is not only a reward, it is a revelation, a realization that you are still here for a cause. Your tale hasn't finished, it's just beginning. That your presence counts, that you're positioned for success, and that you're a living example of what occurs when you don't give up. Don't be shocked when smiles return, doors open, and people bless you unexpectedly. This is what occurs when heavenly bliss appears. It affects everything. It alters atmospheres. It repairs connections. It revitalizes dreams. It enhances your normal. God is about to make you joyful, and nothing can prevent it. Not the past, not the criticism, the anxieties, or the doubts. Happiness is coming. You're next in line. And this time, you'll know it's from heaven. This bliss that is reaching you, chosen one, is no longer a faraway hope. It is an instant reality that is emerging around your life. It's subtle yet unmistakable. It's both delicate and forceful. You've entered an atmosphere in which your soul may finally exhale. The pain you've been carrying for years is starting to subside. Not because you have forgotten the suffering, but because joy is rewriting your story. God is the architect of this transition, and He is creating a season in your life in which light returns in whole rather than in pieces. This time, the ecstasy is comprehensive. It won't simply affect your finances or relationships. It will permeate every part of your being, purifying, healing, and raising you. There will be mornings when you awaken with clarity in your heart and tranquility in your bones. You'll stroll through the world feeling lighter, not because the outside has changed, but because your inner world has. You will discover that the weight that previously crushed your soul no longer has the same strength. And this is why God is taking it in pieces, load after burden, lie by lie. Every voice telling you that joy for someone else will be hushed. Every shade that attempted to remain will be dispersed. The sunrise for which you have prayed is no longer arriving. It is here. The light rises inside you first, then illuminates everything around you. The upcoming chapter is more than simply brighter. It's blessed in ways you can't imagine. There is going to be a level of enjoyment that will make up for years of pain and anguish. Divine delight does not require time. It requires presence. And God is currently present with you in ways that are altering the structure of your existence. New alliances are formed. Unexpected invites are arriving. People are being moved to bless you. Ideas that were dormant are reawakening with vigor. Energy is returning. Confidence is growing. That uncomfortable sensation in your chest is giving way to a sense of security you haven't experienced in years. And it isn't because you controlled, pressured, or figured everything out. It is because God has stated it. Joy is your part. You will now realize that you are responding differently to life. Things that used to cause fear are now perceived as opportunities. Delays will not upset you. They will prepare you. Silence will not terrify you. It will make you stronger. This is exactly what divine pleasure accomplishes. It elevates your gaze above the din and concentrates your emotions on what actually counts. With this happiness comes a sense of tranquility, a serene conviction that you're in the right place at the right moment. With the appropriate attitude, you won't have to persuade others of your value since pleasure has a frequency. It speaks for you. It affects the way you enter rooms. It adjusts your tolerance. It improves how you conduct yourself. And undoubtedly, this bliss will be accompanied by laughing. The sort that breaks your stillness and takes you off guard. The sort that bursts up from a spot you thought was dry. It will make you giggle as you recall how much you sobbed. It will feel holy, like to an interior resurrection. The aspects of you that were buried in disappointment are reawakening. You are entering days rich with amazing surprises. You will open your mails to positive news. You will answer the phone and hear favor on the other end. You will check your bank account and see a provision. You will enter into meetings with a sense of alignment. These are not fantasies. These are proofs of what happens when God says, "Now it's time for happiness." The joy that follows will also calm your inner critic. That voice that continues to doubt your preparation or value will be silenced because joy anchors your identity in reality. And the reality is, you are enough. You are deserving. You were picked. God did not bring you this far just to leave you. He did not let the storm pass simply to see you sink. He is raising you. And when He elevates you, happiness will cling to you like light does to a dawn. It will follow you to areas you previously dreaded. It will fill rooms that were previously unoccupied. You will no longer live with a grin that masks your suffering. You will live with a smile that reveals a restored spirit. There is an internal transformation underway that cannot be stopped. You will find yourself desiring tranquility rather than performance. You'll enjoy the tiny things again. The way the light shines on your skin, the rhythm of your movements, the sensation of fresh air in your lungs. Joy sharpens your senses and broadens your consciousness because it widens what pain previously confined. It allows you to perceive beauty in you, not as a luxury, but as a birthright. And you selected one that was born to walk in beauty, born to carry joy like a flame in the dark, born to live a life that reflects heaven's intentions. You are not only getting delight, you are becoming it. God is constructing a narrative that is better than you could have imagined, a narrative in which happiness is neither stolen nor postponed, a tale in which your name is mentioned in places of influence, a narrative in which your presence is sought rather than disregarded. And through it all, the people who assess your hardship will have no idea why you are happy. However, it will not matter since you would know who donated it to you, and you'll guard it with grace, appreciation, and stability. This is sacred delight. It was created in the fire, perfected in quiet, and is now being delivered into your hands. You're about to reach a phase in your life where happiness is no longer a distant memory or a hazy future promise. It will be your constant buddy. It will walk with you, talk through you, and weave itself into the very fabric of your everyday existence. Not a surface-level cheerfulness that disappears when things become tough, but a deep, consistent, heavenly joy that holds you from inside. This is a type of enjoyment that does not require flawless conditions. It appears to remind you that God's presence is absolute perfection. You've come to the point when heaven's plan for your life is undeniable. And this purpose is joy. It's delightful. It is a release of everything weighty that you were never supposed to bear in the first place. God is about to change your surroundings in ways that mirror the delight growing within you. The atmosphere surrounding you is already reacting to the new spiritual tone you're projecting. People will sense something different when they are near you. There will be a glow, warmth, and magnetic serenity that was not present before, and it will not be anything you are attempting to achieve. It will just reflect who you have become. When God affects your spirit with pleasure, everything around you begins to improve. Your words start to heal. Your presence begins to bring comfort. Your energy begins to attract anything that aligns with your divine destiny. This transition does not need a notification. It exposes itself gradually, then abruptly, and while others may strive to make sense of your unexpected elevation, you will just walk on in thanks, remembering what it took you to arrive here. You'll remember the solitude, the evenings when you questioned your path, and the times when happiness seemed to have forgotten about you. But now you'll notice hints of pleasure growing in unexpected places. And you'll know God hasn't forgotten you. He saved the finest for last. He wasn't punishing you, but rather guarding your happiness until you were strong enough to keep it without losing yourself in the process. This new level of bliss is spreading quickly. What took years before will now take weeks. What has before felt obstructed will be suddenly liberated. What formerly caused uncertainty will now provide clarity. You will see that pleasure doesn't cause delays in outcomes. It increases them, because happiness in accordance with God is not a distraction. It is a gateway. It unlocks doors that you didn't even knock on. It introduces you to individuals who were allocated to your route. It amplifies your voice in situations where you were previously silent. You will witness things develop in perfect timing, and you'll know that this delight was never insignificant. It was merely concealed till now. Every part of your life that has been under attack is going to be brought into harmony with divine joy. That relationship you believed was finished will either be renewed or replaced by something more meaningful. That financial burden you've been carrying is going to be relieved by an unexpected provision, and that creative block you've been struggling with will be lifted, and you'll discover yourself generating more effortlessly than ever before. Because joy inspires innovation. Joy sparks inspiration. Joy attracts abundance. You'll notice a shift in your ideas, a difference in how you communicate, and a better alignment of your decisions. That's what occurs when your heart feels comfortable enough to open up again. Do not be shocked if those around you sense a difference in your eyes, voice, and presence. They won't be able to express it in words, but they will feel it. You'll stroll into a place carrying pieces of it were knitted into your skin. You'll talk, and they'll listen. Not because you're louder, but because your joy strengthens your voice. This happiness will lead you into places where your soul is valued, your talents are cherished, and your worth is not just recognized, but honored. God designed these chambers. The invitation has already been sent with your name on it. This delight will lead to a new level of insight. You will no longer pursue what is not for you. You will cease pursuing relationships that exhaust you. You will sense a sacred confidence in saying no to things that used to distract you, since your pleasure is too priceless to waste. With this clarity, new routes will open up, including business possibilities, initiatives that align with your mission, and divine partnerships. You will feel it in your bones. This is what I was made for. Not survival, not continuous effort, but alignment, plenty, and joy, all planned, scheduled, and supplied by the one who has never ceased working for you. This holy ecstasy isn't loud, yet it's loud enough to drown out the cacophony from your past. You will not have to quarrel with those who misinterpreted you. You will not need to return to the locations that shattered you. God is writing fresh chapters, and pleasure is the ink. This season will speak for itself, and the remnants of your previous existence will begin to dissolve. You will begin to feel like yourself again, but in a clearer, lighter, stronger form, one that smiles freely, trusts profoundly, and walks fearlessly. You will laugh in areas where you once cried. You will dance in areas where you used to sit quietly, because God is reconstructing your life on the basis of joy. You've been waiting for something to crack open, and now it's happening. Not because you forced it, but because you finally let yourself think it is possible. That conviction unlocked the door. And behind that door is a happiness you thought you'd missed. The relationships you believed had ended. The financial benefits you expected were delayed. The tranquility you assumed was intended for someone else. Everything is coming to you right now. It flows at you like a cursed river. And once started, it will not stop. This isn't a trickle of bliss. It is a deluge, and it is sent by God Himself. What is happening now, Chosen One, is more than just a shift in your attitude. It's a heavenly recalibration of your entire existence. God is rearranging everything around you to reflect the delight He has created within you. The shift is quiet but evident. The environment around you is lighter. The stress that used to pervade your days is beginning to subside. You are entering a new rhythm that is a result of alignment rather than effort. You're not chasing anything anymore. You are not running on fumes or relying on hope. You're standing with confidence because what's coming isn't random. It's designed, and everything works together to make you happy. Truly, sincerely, unwaveringly joyful. Even your breathing patterns are altering. There's more comfort in your chest and less strain in your thoughts. The knot of heaviness in your spirit is unraveling because the force of God's delight is not passive. It's quite strong. It moves things. It cures things. It sweeps out things that do not belong. Every lie you formerly believed about your value is being revised. Every memory that caused you to question your worth is losing its force. Because when joy comes, it does more than just grin. It says the truth. It restores eyesight. It eliminates what is untrue and verifies what is true. And this is genuine. You're about to feel more alive than ever before. Don't underestimate what you're feeling in your spirit right now. That gentle stirring, that calm assurance, that startling optimism that just emerged. It is not your imagination. This is not wishful thinking. It's spiritual reality expressing itself. You are anticipating its arrival with excitement since your spirit is already in tune with what's to come. The inner world always gets the memo before the outside world does. Your inner world is celebrating early. You may not understand why you feel lighter today, but God does. He lifts burdens before you even ask. He's unlocking doors before you can see the corridor. He is creating space for pleasure to grow in your life. You'll notice that when you're tired, you can't pay attention to things. Conversations that used to worry you out will now feel needless. Cycles that used to trap you will no longer entice you. That is not pride. It's peaceful. That is what heavenly delight accomplishes. It enables you to choose yourself without guilt. It enables you to defend your delight without apologies.